Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine. The time to say yes to your dreams and aspirations is here.
All right. Now, what must a comedian do first after being engaged to perform somewhere?
The first thing you need to do is research, research, research. You must know the nature of events. You must find out if it's a medical event.
Yeah.
You must have a little understanding of medical terminologies. You must know some medical jokes. If it's a wedding, you must ask about the history of the family. Make it not be a place where mama no get husband, or the father of the bride had been useless. He had left home since. This, you know, you need to learn a lot of. You need to do a lot of research. My own philosophy is this: he who fails to plan, plans to fail. Being funny is not enough. Every Dick and Harry, every Ade and Olu in Nigeria is funny. I've heard some of, let me also tell you this, some of the best jokes I have are jokes that people say, Gbenga, come now, you be comedian, may I tell you this joke? You go now, you go fashion them. So being funny is not enough. You must research, and you must be prepared. You must do every show as if it's your first show.
Wow. Wow. Now, what must a comedian do first on arriving at an event venue or the home of a client?
At the home of a client?
Or the venue of an event?
Okay, there are two different things. If you are arriving at the home of a client, be appropriately dressed, be responsible, look responsible. My brother, the genius, Julius, the genius Agu, will say you must dress the way you want to be addressed.
That's
Unluckily for you, you're a comedian, so nobody takes you serious. You must now turn the mind of the people around that, see, what I do is comedy, but I'm not unserious. Dress well, blow perfume, make body odor, no go kill them for the birthday house. Look good. I've never believed that you must look like a comedian to be called a comedian. Now, if as a comedian you get to the event, familiarize yourself with the program and always have more than your required materials, because anything can happen. And they will tell you, okay, I always have first 5, second 5, third 5. You're unlucky if you are doing just comedy alone, because you can be called abruptly. Guy, please come. Help us fill in. And one of the things a comedian must also have must be spontaneity, and it must be versatile. You can be called at any time. So, but if you are emceeing the event, is a different thing. As MC, you are the master of ceremonies. A lot of people say it's not your business, but me, as MC, if I get to events, I go to the band, I talk to them, hey guys, I hope you guys are ready. You've balanced, Abby. I go to the drinks people, we're good. I go to the food people, I go round. Make sure that we are all on the same page. I go to the event planner again. Okay, has anything changed? Because see, people will forget the food they ate. They will forget the drink they drank. They might even forget the music they listened to. But they'll never forget what you said on the microphone and how professional you are. That is what gets you more jobs.
Wow.
Not the fact that you are funny or the fact that, then please, you must be punctual. Punctuality is the soul of business.
Interesting. Now, to win the love of your audience, what must a comedian do?
Okay, I won't speak generally. I'll talk about myself. One thing I've learned in life, and I learned from being the product of my grandmother, is humility has never killed anybody. You must be humble. In fact, you must be humble to a fault. You must be humble, they will think you are mumu. It's better for someone to think you are a nobody and find out you are somebody than for him to think you are somebody and later realize that you are a bloody nobody. You understand? One thing I've always learned in my life is be humble. It won't kill you. Be professional. It won't kill you. Be humble, be professional, and please work on your art. Keep making yourself better.
Wow. Interesting. Now, confronted with a hostile audience, what must a comedian do?
Hostile audience, class.
Yeah.
Do your job and get out of there. See, there are some people who have the gift of taking on class. What's his name? Basket is amazing at that. Apororo is amazing at that. I think Ali is good at that too. But you see, not everybody has the strength of character to tackle a class. You can say a witty thing to make the person feel little. If it doesn't work, just continue with your business. People around him that will tell him, guy, calm down now. We are trying to listen to somebody. But it depends on you and your style. We're all gifted with different styles. Different styles.
Yes. All right. Now, back to this thing. What mistakes must a comedian not make?
The mistake of believing that no be comedy, no be to make people laugh. We don't do this thing forever, and I win now. They don't know me. Their father. When I get there, I just make them laugh. I keep them. It's a lie. Every event is different from any event you do is different from the other events. You must prepare. You must prepare. You must never take your audience for granted.
Wow. Wow, I love that. I love that. So what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Me, I don't know, but as a matter of principle, I don't drink. I don't get high before I walk. Because I believe that you must have your faculties intact for you to be on your feet. And why do I say that? I always believe that it's funny. Okay, you're on the operation table. I always give this analogy. You're on the operation table. A doctor is about to work on you. He now says, my guy, wait. May I go drink something? May I smoke it? Make I ginger well before I can't open you up. I just need to ginger myself. You will run.
That's true.
So if we want to be taken seriously, we must be ready to be true professionals. That is what I think.
Wow, I love that. So what edge does Gbenga have over other comedians?
I think it's better to allow people say that. But one thing I know about myself is that I'm very versatile. I can walk a large crowd to frenzy, and I can operate with a little crowd. I can walk in Mushi, and I can walk in Banana Island. I think God has blessed me with the gift of versatility. I might not be the funniest comedian around, but I know how to read my audience. I know how to prepare for my events, and God has been kind to me.
Wow, interesting. Interesting. So how do you normally come up with the jokes that you tell?
Okay, I always tell people that Daddy Shoki sang one song a long time ago. Shine your eye, shine them, well, look well. See, listen well, listen, well. If you want, you see, I noticed that, and I tell a lot of my younger colleagues this. You don't have to prove to people that you're a comedian. You don't have to prove, but it's natural. When you first start out as a comedian, you want to be somewhere and tell jokes so people will know you're a comedian. Is normal, is natural. But as you start to mature, you realize that there's virtue in listening. There's virtue in looking, and there's virtue in look here. What was in being observant? If you are gentle, if you are calm, people will tell you jokes. If you are calm, you will notice scenarios. If you are calm, you will see what others don't see. That is how I come about my job. I think that's how majority of the comedians I know come about their jokes. Then you must read. There's a joke in everything, even in the most serious newspapers. There's a joke in it. Showore went to court to one babalawo. That guy, now they go take do belts, when they go take beat Showore. You understand? So you just be observant. Then I also noticed something. That's why I always have a book. I have a notepad and a pen beside my bed. I don't know if it happens to other people. There are sometimes I'm sleeping and jokes come to me. The scenario plays out as I'm dreaming. So when I wake up, I just quickly scribble it down. Then when you read joke, Alibaba has probably one of the biggest libraries in Nigeria. Whenever I wish I could show you my library. I have a very small library, but if you read jokes from abroad, it helps you to situate them. You don't have to tell the jokes the way they are, rather. Yeah, write the vision down. That's the textile. I see you. You don't have to tell the jokes the way they are, but you can fine-tune them to work with you can adapt them to work with the environment.
Wow, interesting. So what are the qualities of a good joke?
Okay, let me say there's a book called The Bible of Comedy. It tells you what a good joke must comprise. But everybody has a style, but my own style is the beginning, the suspense, and the punchline. That is what every good joke must have. It's like writing a drama piece. There must be an intro where you know all the characters involved in the play. Then in literature, they call it catharsis. You get to a point where there's a conflict. There's a conflict of interest. That is where you are weaving your stories together if you are telling a joke. You are weaving the story. You are creating suspense. And people are wondering. They are waiting. Then you drop the punchline. It's like this joke I used to tell back in the days. I said there was this guy. He was looking for a job. And they told him the only job available was the job of a monkey. He was abroad. He was looking for work. They told him it was the job of a monkey. He said he can be a monkey now. So they gave him a monkey suit. So every day he would somersault. They would throw banana. He would somersault. Just to be a monkey, he would somersault. He would keep somersaulting. So one day, fortunately or unfortunately for him, one Oyibo boy came. He was holding $100 in his hand. And he was holding banana too. He wanted to throw only the banana, but the $100 followed mistakenly. So the guy saw $100. He shouted, "Yay! Owore!" He picked the $100. He somersaulted, piam. As he was somersaulting, he was so excited. He somersaulted and landed in the cage of the lion. The lion looked at him. He looked at the lion. The lion kept moving towards him. He was shouting, "Yay! Motikuo, Egbamio." The lion kept advancing. He kept shouting, "Yay! I don't die, yo! Hey, I don't die, yo!" The lion was very close to him. He now made up his mind, "Whoa, I will not die like this. I will not die like this. I will fight this lion to a standstill. Before he kills me, I will try my best to kill him." Then the lion whispered to him, "Oh boy, no kill me, no kill me. I be Niger like you. No kill me. Na condition make me they do lion here." So you build the foundation. The foundation is longer than what I built for you. Usually, the foundation is he came to London. He came to America, looked for work for 90 days and 90 nights. He will go here. They will say there's no job. Now you built the foundation. The suspense is when the lion is walking towards him. The punchline is where the lion spoke to him. So every joke that is funny must have those critical parts. That's why sometimes when a comedian tells a joke that has no denouement, like they call it in literature, that has no end, no punchline, you wonder, so what was this saying?
All right. Now, what jokes must a comedian not tell?
Pardon me?
What jokes must a comedian not say or tell?
See, it's also a matter of style. It's a matter of style. Me, I won't be caught dead. Or let me not say I won't be caught dead. Depending on the situation, I try my best not to tell dirty jokes. I try my best under the heaven. I might insinuate. I might. Okay, Bakassi is the best when it comes to telling dirty jokes and is not dirty. I don't know how to explain that well. He tells a very raw joke and is not raw. He's not telling you he can't carry him. He can't. No, he's telling you with all maturity, with all wits. So I can't say don't tell dirty jokes. BM tells a lot of dirty jokes and it works for him. But me, I won't tell dirty jokes. I can't say there's no joke a comedian must not tell. But I will just say that you have to be aware of what is appropriate where you are. If I'm doing a large concert show, what those boys want to hear are dirty jokes. But I won't tell dirty jokes. I'll just say, "No killer, bo, no killer." But me, I won't tell dirty jokes because I know it will be shown on TV. I have children. I want to be able to look my children in the eye and tell them, don't do that. Do you understand? Right. And that's what guides a lot of the things I do.
All right. Now, do you have any regrets pitching your tent with comedy?
I don't. I thank God for allowing me find actualization, for allowing me discover myself, for allowing me do do what I love and make small pepper from it.
Okay.
But sometimes I wish I was not a comedian, because see, I have political aspirations. It's going to take a lot for Nigerians to vote a comedian as president. But it has happened in other countries of the world. It might happen in Nigeria.
I like that.
And you know, we the youth, we the youth, we the youth.
Oh, God. All right. So, what is the sweetest thing about being a comedian?
For me, the sweetest thing, see, let me tell you something. When I first started, this is between you and I, when I first started,
and those who are watching,
when I'm walking on the street, I'll be saying, don't these people know me? Person no go greet me. Make person greet me now. Now, wow. So, I never popular, I don't die, I never popular. Make person greet me now. But now, I always pray for people not to greet me. But you see, the truth of it is that it opens doors for you. I was with a governor yesterday. We went to, and immediately we went in. Said, where are you now? Yeah, that correct. Hey, shine for the boy. Nothing beats that, you know. Hey, I know you. Nothing beats that. You get away with a lot. There are sometimes my drivers call me. There was a time my vehicle was, the bakery bus broke down on the road. And the guy called me and said, sir, last man, they want to tow us. I said, let me talk to the guy. I said, hey, hello, good morning, my brother. How you doing now? He said, I know this voice. I said, yes. My name is Gbenga, Adeyinka. I said, Baba, now your motto, I don't know. Hey, how you doing now? Longest time. We know they see you again. I said, now the bread, no make you see me. Now bread, I did. Now bread. Amangala one, I see you. Now bread, no make you see me. I be baker now. And the guy let us go. Do you understand? They even helped him push the car. So, he does a lot for you. Does a lot. Wow. Does a whole lot. If not be for comedy, I for not know you now. You my guy. I for not know you.
The first. All right, now we have about 5 more minutes to go. And now that I've talked about the bakery and the bread and everything, what prompted your going into the bread business? It's
a hunger inspired project, though. It's a hunger inspired project. Okay, let me be serious. Baba Oba, I see you. You know that day is here. You don't hear me now?
Of course, now we're together.
Okay, yes. I've always loved multiple streams of income. You know, right. And this is one that's always scared me. God, I'm not using this to chastise anybody, just to praise your name. When I see older entertainers and the situation they are in, I start getting scared. And I start asking myself, what else can I do? What else can I do? Because, see, I'm a realist. I know that I can't do comedy forever. Just like I came and I blew, other people will come, they will blow, they will chase me out of the market. That is the truth of life. Unless I'm lying to myself. So I've always asked myself, what can I do? What can I do? I've tried my hands at a lot of things. But you know, when you are not desperate, when you are not pushed to the wall, you just try some, you go. I've traded in gold, they shop my money. I've traded in cryptocurrency, they shop my money. I've bought land that eventually I won't see. I've done real estate. I've done different things. But lo and behold, like that my friend say, sometimes I wish coronavirus will not go. But me, I wish Corona will go, shall because I've not bought my jet yet. But
and you're supposed to buy 3.
I've always wanted to do something. So during all that lockdown, I had small change, but I had big BC. I don't know if I told you before the lockdown, I'd collected loans from the bank to do Laugh Matters. Wow. And usually what happens is I have a contract with a big multinational. So after yes, I've bought fake iPhone too. So after we finished the 5 shows, they pay me. So in lieu of payment, I had gone to the bank to collect money. We had planned the show. We had paid for this, paid for that, paid for that. Lo and behold, lockdown came, bam. Multinational say, oh boy, you no make money, we no make money. This year, we know if you do contract to bank, no agree. Then they chase me up and down. Do you understand? So I now told myself that, then me, I hate feeling useless. During that lockdown, I was feeling very useless. I was waking up, sleeping. I exercised, I nearly died. Wake up, sleep, watch TV, wake up, sleep. And I told myself, come, what can I do? And I have this property in Ikorodu that's been lying fallow. So that period, I said, well, let me go and become an engineer. So I went there, we renovated, we made everything up to date and all that. So I said, come, what can I do, Seth? And I said, well, I kept thinking. I don't know if you know Deji Ogunshaki, the guy who contested for deputy governor of Ekiti State. This last dispensation against Fayemi.
Yeah, I know him.
So I was now talking to him. I don't know how bakery came up. So now I said, come, how we go do this bakery now? How does bakery run? So now started telling me, I said, we do this thing now. Started telling me, and me, I have a problem. Once I'm fixated on something, I go to Google, I start reading. I started reading like an idiot. I did one online course like this. I can bake as I talk to you, so I learned, I did things, we started buying. We collected more basic to add to the basic. Then we started the bakery. Now, I'm also going into water production.
Wow, what's the water called?
The NAFDAC number is almost ready. So we're coming out.
What's the name of the water?
The first water. The first water. We're coming out very soon. But we need investors, so we don't get money. We need investors. Right. Money no day. You should bring your money. Come and invest.
They will come.
Hot water. Buy your cold hot water here. Cold hot water. Hot water. Hot water. Buy your cold hot water here.
So what stands your bread out? Why should I buy it? Why should people buy it? Why should I make it my favorite? Why should I make it my companion?
See, my people, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
My people say if a lizard falls down from a tree top, hits his head, falls on the ground, it will look round. If nobody praises him, it will not desert and say, oh boy, try. Yeah. See, not joking. Once you eat our bread, you won't eat any other bread again. And I have this, God bless you, is a taste of the good life. That's what we call our bread. We see my competitors don't put some things we put in bread. In Ikorodu, as of today, we're the only people who put milk in bread. Our bread is slightly less profitable than other breads, but a taste will convince you.
Wow.
When people come and say that this is your bread, I know somebody who is diabetic. She's the mother of one of our suppliers, says, oh God, I'm not supposed to eat bread. I'm not supposed to eat bread. But every time they come and supply, I pick one. I don't know when I finish it. If I continue to talk now, they will say it's because it's my bread. But look for it. But what we've decided to do for business reasons, because, you know, when you start a business, you're always very excited. We started distributing to as far as Aja, distributing to Lekki, distributing to. We now realize that, see, it's not profitable for us because the money we use on petrol. So we decided to concentrate on the Ikorodu markets for now. But we still supply to Aja. We have a few outlets in Ikeja, in Lekki. So just hit me up.
Thanks so much, the first. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for your time.
Wait, I didn't greet people, no. I didn't greet people. I didn't greet people. Right, Sanunku Jama, Sunana Gbenga Adeyinka, Serikin Dayani. If you don't speak Hausa in the wo, Afambu Gbenga Adeyinka one, the Ofe Manu one of Lagos, the Oshimilea Tata one of Okija, and by the grace of God, the Inokuma one of Afghanistan. If you don't speak Igbo or Bokia, Elimei Gbenga Adeyinka. If you are Robo, Urobo Ado, or Deme Gbenga Adeyinka. If you are Yoruba, Ekpelembe. If you are French, bonsoir, je m'appelle Gbenga Adeyinka. If you are Indian, namaste, Miranam Gbenga Adeyinka. If you are Ghanaian, Mamachi, Midindi, Gbenga Adeyinka. If you are Chinese, you're on your own. I'm not greeting you. Now you put me for this one. I'm not greeting you.
Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, boss.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love you to the bone. And thank you. Thank you for those days of little beginnings. I appreciate you. God bless you.
We thank God.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. All the people who joined us tonight, thank you.